Hello, hello. Welcome to Emerge Conference 2023. Woo! Wow, wow. It's so amazing that God has kept us from last year till now. It's been a year. It's been to see people on board. People on board just share conference. It's happening and it's going to be a wonderful experience today. It's going to be a wonderful experience today. It's really going to be a wonderful experience. Yes, yes, yes. This year's theme is living a life of abundance. Living a life of abundance. I like to say that the year is not only we've experienced inflation this year, right? People have lost a lot of things. People have gone bankrupt, and it's really sad, to know that things are not so nice. And it's not only in Nigeria. I like to put it to us that it's not only in Nigeria that things are hard, it's all over the world. Scarcity has taken over, and then people are beginning to think that is abundance possible? Is it possible to live abundance, to live in abundance? Pardon me. So I think that's the reason, or that's the drive behind this year's theme. It's the drive behind this year's theme. So amazing that God is going to do a lot of things through this conference. I believe it's going to be mind shifting, it's going to be mind blowing, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So get a friend to join, copy the link, share it with someone, and then, yes, get someone to learn with you. It's going to be a wonderful experience today. Today is the first day. The conference is going to last for 2 days. We're starting today and we're going to end it tomorrow. So it's we're starting with a topic called the essence of abundance, while Miss Bukola Jayola, pardon me, comes afterwards to talk about the keys to financial abundance. It's really going to be mind shifting. You don't want to miss it at all. So stay glued to the screen, stay glued to your phone, get your writing materials ready. Ensure that you are somewhere where someone people cannot distract you. You had a friend to come on board. Ensure that you learn all that is available for us to learn here. So it's really going to be a wonderful experience. I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. So now let's do it this way. If you can see me, I can see that some people are online. I can't see your name yet. So probably you should join, you should show that you are here by dropping, an emoji, to show how excited you are, to show how, pumped up you are for this conference. Let's go. Drop an emo excited you are. Show how excited you are. I want to see you are excited. I want to see that you're ready to live a life of abundance. I want to see that you are ready to move on to into abundance. So drop to see you drop some emojis, excitement emojis in the comment section. And also, I would like you to introduce yourself, drop your name and where you're joining us from, which country, which states. Just let's just keep the ball rolling. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep the ball rolling. Yes, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience today. It's going to be a wonderful experience today. I'm really excited about this conference. Really excited about it. So get someone to join, to indicate where you're. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so oh, thank you, Ma. Media, Mr. Adetunji. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. This really means a lot to me. Thanks for joining. Adetunji, Adebisi Adetunji joining from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Let's see others coming. Let's see how others come in, and then we move on from here. So Emerge conference started in 2019. Let me just give us a quick intro. Emerge conference started in 2019 when I was serving in Ondo State, Akure precisely. I just had that desire to gather some youths around, and then in fact, the theme of that year's conference was Emerge, right? So we had over 30 people, over 30 students in attendance, and we also had more than 10 more than 10 adults in attendance, and it's really wonderful. We had two people join us as panelists. Um, we have Mr. Ibukon, and also we had Mr. Isaac, and they really addressed some key topics that the students needed at that time. So fast forward, we couldn't hold Emerge conference in 2020 based on some reasons beyond our control, but we continued in 2021, and that happens to be the first online edition. So we had in 2021, and we also had in 2022. In 2021, the theme was defying the odds. In 2022, the theme was advance, and this year's theme is living a life of abundance. I know that it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful experience. It's going to be mind shifting. It's going to be mind blowing. I know that like, this conference is going to set people up for a wonderful 2024. If you've been living a life of not enough, or you've been living a life of just enough, that henceforth you'll be moving into the realm of more than enough, because that is what living in abundance is all about. Yes, that is what living in abundance is all about. So yes, I need you to copy the link and share with somebody. If you're just joining us, you're welcome to Emerge Conference 2023, Living a Life of Abundance. I need you to introduce yourself, mention your name, and mention the country where you're joining from. So yeah, my name is like me. My name is Folake Olade. I'm joining from Nigeria. So mention where you're joining from. If you can mention the state you're joining from too, that would be awesome. Yes. So let's see how others join us as we wait. Let's just wait for like 2 more minutes while I give us some gist. So this year's edition, we're having four guest speakers, but we'll be having 5 sessions. That is, I'll take one session. That is the introductory session, and then we have Bukola Jayola, who comes up to speak on the keys to financial abundance. We also have Philip Oyeleye, who will be speaking on purpose, the basis for living life of abundance. And then we also have Dr. Joy Alejo, who will be speaking on healthy lifestyles. Yes, thank you. Oluwani Fishe Adeyinka, joining from Abeokuta, Ogun State. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yes, you're welcome to this conference. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're joining. Thank you for making it a point of duty to be available. To be available. Yes, yes. So thank you for joining. Yes. So like I was saying, we have Philip Oyeleye who will be coming on. to speak on. That will be tomorrow. By God's grace, I will be speaking on purpose, the basis for abundance. We also have Dr. Joy Alejo, who will be speaking on living healthy, that is embracing healthy lifestyles. I so much believe that whatever goals you set in life, whatever you want to achieve with your life, whatever you want to do, whatever your purpose is, if you are not healthy, there's no way you can fulfill it. That's the truth. If you're not healthy, there's no way you can fulfill it. If you're not in good state of mind, if you're not in a good state, you're not in a physical state that will enable you to achieve your goals, there's no way you can fulfill what you're meant to fulfill. So health, like they say, is wealth. That is why since last year we started incorporating health talks into our conference, because you can't have all the goals in this world. I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that, and you don't know how to live long enough to achieve them. It's not a good deal, right? So yes, I think you should celebrate Emerge Africa team for that initiative. Yes, I celebrate us. Yes, yes, and I'm shouting out to every team member of Emerge Africa, everyone that has put in one effort or the other to ensure that Emerge Conference is holding this year. Thank you so much. I celebrate you. I may not be able to mention your names. I really, really appreciate you at the bottom of my heart. I love you. I love you so much. So, yes, back to the speakers that will be speaking in this year's edition. We also have now, yes, Pastor Sam Adetiran. Sam Adetiran. His name is a public he's a personal development expert, and he will be coming to speak on the raising personal. Thank you for that applause. Thank you, Luan Fishe. And hear me clearly. I want to know if you can well. Yes, and let me know if there is any itch anywhere, so we can look for how to fix it. So without further ado, I would like to quickly, dive into the first session of today, and that is the essence of abundance, the essence of abundance. Ha! When you hear the word essence, what comes to your mind? Essence means the true nature of something. Essence means the reason for something. Essence means the purpose of something, you know. So when we're talking about the essence of abundance, we want to learn about the reason for abundance, the why we should have abundance. That is what the essence of abundance means. So I'd like to start with the question: what does abundance mean? What does abundance mean? So when you hear abundance, what comes to your mind? Is it financial abundance? Is it money? But I think a lot of people would think about money when they hear about. A lot of people think about, okay, next thing, money is only tied to money or material things. Do we understand? So when we're talking about abundance, through my research when I was preparing for this session, I found something outstanding about the origin of the word abundance. The word abundance originated from Latin. The origin is Latin. The Latin origin, the word, the original word from Latin is abundare, which means overflowing. It means overflowing. So we could just say that abundance is, overflowing, for something to overflow. Just like, let me paint a picture now. You have a bucket, you placed it under under a tap, trying to fill it with water. Now, When you fill the water to half, you can't say that is abundance. When you fill the water to let's say 90% of the bucket volume, you can't say that is abundance. When you fill the water to to the brim, that is not abundance. Even as good as that is, as good as it sounds, that is not abundance. Then what's abundance? Abundance is when the water is full and it is overflowing. The water in the bucket is full and it is going, because the true meaning of the original word, Latin word, that stands for from which abundance originated, abundare, means overflowing. It means overflowing. So I found some dictionary meanings for abundance. We have overflowing fullness. So you could say, now the picture of the buckets being full, that is fullness, right? But when the water is pouring out from the bucket, that is overflowing fullness. I think you get me now. Do you understand me? Please let me know if you're following in the comment section. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, dictionary.com says overflowing fullness, right? Then Oxford Learners Dictionary says a large quantity that is more than enough. A large quantity of something that is more than enough. Oxford Learners Dictionary says abundance means a large quantity of something that is more than enough. More than enough. Wow. 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 We also have another dictionary that gives us this definition. It says overflowing fullness, profusion, wealth, affluence, plentiful amount of resources. Plentiful amount of resources. These are amazing definitions of abundance. So when you think about abundance, you think about plenty. You think about overflowing. So people think about wealth, think about affluence. Yes. So then and I found somewhere, an anonymous quote about abundance says, abundance is a life full of everything you need to sustain yourself in joy and purpose. Wow. Hey, this, like, when I found it, I was like, no, this is deep. This is deep. This is deep. An anonymous writer says, abundance is the life full of everything you need to sustain yourself in joy and purpose. In joy and purpose. I'm so glad we're talking about the how purpose links to abundance, right? So you can see the link already here. So what will you say that living a life of abundance means? To live a life of abundance means to have overflowing resources, so much that you have more than enough to give others, to be a blessing to others. Let me say that again. To live a life of abundance is to have overflowing resources, so much so that you are being a blessing to others. If you don't have enough, there's no way you can, think of, let me give others. Even if you want to give, what you will give will be small. What you give will be small. But when you have abundance, you have more than enough. You have overflowing fullness. You have plentiful resources. You have profusion of resources. Come on, come on, come on. You won't be able to keep it to yourself. You just won't. You just won't. You just won't be able to keep it to yourself at all. So that's what I wrote about, living a life of abundance. Now, it's important for us to note that living a life of abundance from the mind starts from the mind, starts from the mind, the mind, the mind. You must first know and believe that you have been created to live a life of abundance. That is what you have to, first settle it. You have to settle it in your mind that I was created. Know it, accept it, and then believe it. That I was created to live a life of abundance. I was created to live a life of more than enough. I was created, to have more than enough, so much that I'm being a blessing to others. Even if scarcity is everywhere, you could literally touch it. It's so tangible, it's so visible. People can see it. It's in the news. People are complaining, this and that. It can't be your reality unless you accept it. So also is abundance. So abundance can only become your reality if you first of all settle it in your mind that you were created to live a life of abundance. You were created to live a life of abundance. You must consciously develop an abundance mindset. So, for instance, let me give you an example. When I was way younger, I didn't have I actually didn't grow up with my parents, not because I was not living with them, but because they passed. I lost my dad when I was 4, and I lost my mom when I was 12. And so we only have I only had my siblings, basically, my siblings to take care of me. I have three older siblings. So I remember that one of those days while we were growing up, we talk about Christmas. Thankfully, it's Christmas season again. So I was so young, and then my elder sister would be like, sometimes she'll be like, what are you people going to wear? What are you going to, how is Christmas going to be? And somewhere in my mind, I would just say, don't worry, God will provide. I was young, but I just had that knowing that it will come. And every time God shows up. Now, if I had thought, well, nothing, maybe we'll wear our old clothes, maybe we'll just manage and eat something, you know, it may not come. That is it. You only attract what you already have settled in your mind. Are we together? So please let me know if you're following in the comment section. Please let me know if you're following. Thank you. So in my mind, I knew that something was going to show up. I knew that Christmas was going to be beautiful. And I said it. Do you understand? But because it was already settled in my mind, it was easy for me to see the manifestation. It was easy for me to see it, become a reality that, hey, I could wear nice clothes for Christmas. I could wear nice clothes for Christmas. I could, yes, thank you, Debbie Health and Beauty Hair Products. Thank you so much. It's really nice. Thank you, Emeka Emiology. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the feedback. So I could say that, okay, because I believe that something was going to come. Now, there is always a connection between what you believe in your mind and what you see become reality. There is always a connection. So you can't believe in your mind that you are living in scarcity and experience abundance. No, it's not done. So what you believe in your mind, you are able to attract, and it comes to reality. So I said all that to say that we have to consciously develop an abundance mindset. While preparing for this session, someone wrote and said, um, people are so, mindful of scarcity. I'm paraphrasing, so mindful of scarcity that they approach a fountain. A fountain, a body of water, that gushes out, water, yes. People go to a fountain with a spoon. How will you go to a fountain with a spoon? People just feel, well, somebody, there is no job out there, there is no money out there, and you are saying it. The more you say these things, the more they become your reality. I used to sometimes I used to say that, well, if there won't be job, if people don't have job, that is not my own reality. Because I'm a Christian, and one of the favorite scriptures I love to say is when people say there is a casting down, I will say there is a lifting up. So people's reality does not have to be my own reality. So for the fact that there are many people out there saying there is no job, they couldn't get a job, does not mean that I cannot get a job. I believe that there is abundance, there's an abundance of opportunities out there, and I will find my own. That is what having a mindset of abundance mean. That's what it means. Believing that the world is so big and is full of resources and opportunities for me. That is having a mindset of abundance. Are we together? Now, to live a life of abundance, okay, let me rephrase. Now, thinking of abundance, I want you to look at, imagine the size you would have beach, shown before a picture. Can you see how huge it is? Can you see how massive it is? That's what abundance means. If you go to the ocean and you say you want to fetch water for the whole of Lagos, you want to give everybody water in Lagos from that ocean will not dry up. It will not. That is abundance. So I want us to picture. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Mr. Adebisi said, we go to the fountain with a tank. Thank you. We go with the big tanks. That is what it means to have the mindset of abundance. You go with big tanks. You know that there are many opportunities in this world. Look at the ocean. The water cannot end. The water cannot dry up. Look at the sky. Can you see how big it is? Can you see how massive it is? That is what abundance means. That's what it means. That is what it means. So when we hear abundance, it's not only about money, it's not only about material things. Abundance spans through a lot of aspects of our lives. It's not only money, wealth, financial prosperity. It's not only about that. Abundance exists in the mind. There's a scripture that says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that you be in health and you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers." Now, abundance can also be used, another word for abundance could be prosperity. So even as your soul prospers means that even as your soul abounds, even as your soul has abundance. So if you're not abounding in your mind, you're not at peace, you're not healthy in your mind. There's no way you can really experience abundance. So we have health, you know, health, health. Henry David Thoreau says something. He says, "What is called genius is the abundance of life and health." So what we should really celebrate. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sani Adeoti from Lagos. I celebrate you. What we should really celebrate is not only people having cars, building houses, having millions of dollars in their accounts. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. I know this. Like I if you're not ill and healthy, how? So what what we should really celebrate is not only financial abundance or prosperity, it's not only money in the bank, it's not only houses and properties and different material things. We should also celebrate health. Then there is purpose. Purpose is connected to abundance. How? I like to say that living in purpose, firstly, is the key to living a life of abundance. Do you know why? There's a scripture that says that we've been given all things that pertains to life and godliness. That means everything I need to fulfill the purpose for which God has created me. God